Welcome back to the Investing Show. Today I'm quite excited because I have $170,000 in cash ready to invest, and we're going to invest them. It's the first trading day of this new year, 2026, and we have a plan. Of course, I was preparing. Such an amount needs to be carefully planned, and I was going through 200 possibilities, the yield, the risk-adjusted reward, and I want to share with you the pre-trade plan for today. How am I going to invest $170,000 today in the market? And you can ask me your questions along, but also I want us to think this through, because maybe next week you get the opportunity to invest into the market, and maybe 3 weeks from now you get a windfall that's much larger. So how is the process of preparing to invest, deciding size allocation, position sizing, and duration of an investment? How do we decide these things? Let me do this live in front of you guys right now with you, so that we all learn and become better as investors. So let's do this. 170,000. How are we going to invest them? The market is not open yet, so it's a pre-market plan that I'm sharing with you. And it's made of 2 steps. In our community, in the Sprint Club, we always do money management first, because this is how traders blow up. If you don't do money management first, then you don't know how much to invest of your cash. So the first step is always to check the volatility of the day. The VIX is at 14.8. So we go to the Sprint Club, to our money management board, and we know that at a VIX 14, we want to invest 25% of our money. We would invest more, up to 70%, if the VIX was higher. But today, VIX 14.8, we invest 25%. You might say, okay, but it's almost 15. So, okay, maybe we go even up to 30%, but we have to be disciplined and stick to our system. Otherwise, what's the point of having a system? So let's go between 25% and 30% investing our cash. If you're not sure, then you put in here the VIX and here your current portfolio, and then it tells you exactly how much you should invest. Now, I've done that before because I don't want to bore you guys, and I want to share with you my pre-trade plan. So these are things that we like to trade because they're highly liquid, and if they have a high volume and no earnings coming up in the next 45 days, we like to trade those. I went through all of them, did my homework, and shared it with our community today. So if we go to the income section of the Sprint Club, you will see my pre-trade plan for today, which I share every day with our members. And if you want to join, it's a free 7 days trial. You can join here. The plan for today, ta-da, is we're going to invest 30% of $170,000 into MNQ futures, ES futures, which is basically the S&P 500. And we're going to get 15%, 17% each for these in max yield. We're going to sell 45 days out. We're going to sell puts 45 days out at 30 delta. And then we're going to sell puts on gold 45 days out, 12 delta. By doing that, we are using 15,000 to earn 1,635, which makes an 11% yield. And we're going to sell puts on AMD, Robinhood, and Palantir 45 days out, 30 delta. As an example, in Palantir, we're investing 2,900 to earn 145, or in AMD, we're investing 12,000 to earn 600. Much lower yield. And then we're going to do also some defined risk trades, many more than puts. You have to find your own balance, but I like the put spreads because of their defined risk over selling puts, which has undefined risk. and also because they're more capital efficient. As you can see in a second here, while on a put we get 5% on a normal put, if it's futures 11 to 17. On a put spread, we get around 20%, frequently even 30%. So let's have a look at them. We will sell a put spread 10 wide on gold, 45 days, 12 delta, and that's a 40% yield. On the NASDAQ, we will sell a 45 days, 100 wide, 12 delta, and make a 20% yield. On the ES, we will sell a put spread on the ES. We will sell a put spread on Meta to make 30%. We will sell a put spread on NVIDIA to make 15%, on Google to make 18%, on Palantir to make 15%, on Apple to make 16%, on Amazon to make 17%, on Microsoft to make 39%, on Arista Networks for 31%, Roblox for 30%, and Tesla for 32%. There are a few more like Broadcom, etc., but you can grab the whole list and do this with me today, actually, if you go to the Sprint Club. So you can join the Sprint Club by going to strategysprints.com and just signing up 7 days free. So you can trade the whole day with me, whatever the amount is, but we can follow the same pre-trade plan. Also, you can tag me here anytime and discuss with me like we're doing. It's 240 of us that are discussing here these things. We made from 1st of January 2025 to the last of December, we made 48.6% in yield, which is remarkable, right? I don't expect this to happen every year, but it's actually a very repeatable system. So with a bit of luck, over 20 years, we might be able to do 30 to 45% average. I think so. I actually think so, because you will see it's very repeatable. It's a 12 delta, 30 delta means the probability of profit is so high and it's so mechanistic. So we, on 100, this year on 100 trades, we lost only 4. So it's so mechanistic and repeatable and boring. As you can see, I have already my plan. The market didn't open yet. So I will not be chasing the market's emotions, because I don't even know the emotions of the market yet. That's why I plan pre-market. Right? Many traders, they plan during market open and then they get washed away by the strong emotions that happen in the market, because it's emotions, it's people selling and buying. It's very emotional, very chaotic. And I'm an emotional person, so it's easy for me also to get washed into that. That's why I have this habit of preparing my pre-trade plan before market open. I also share it with our community to get feedback. There are some amazing fund managers, portfolio managers in here, both institutional and retail. And together we keep each other on our toes. We find mistakes. We find things that we're not looking at. So guys, before you do this, go to the money management tool. It's in the Sprint Club. You hit money and you find your current cash amount, like I showed you how I found mine. Then you go to income and check out the pre-trade plan. Of course, there are videos here to help you get going. If you're new to this, there is an options guide that walks you through all of this bit by bit, so that you can implement this at your own pace, at your own place. It's very transparent, and hope to see you on the other side. Keep rolling, everyone, to a great 2026.